Good afternoon. Oh, the guys are running with us here. Today we have another district review, the Payallar district, which is located to the west of Alanya. Let's get acquainted. I don't know what it is myself. Well, friends, we have arrived in the Payallar district. It is located to the west of Alanya. It has been incorporated into the city of Alanya. So who would have known about it before? It was a small village, but now it is a district. It turns out that on the eastern side it borders the Konakli district, and on the west it borders the Turkler district. So what can be said about this district? Well, I don't know what to say about it. Let's take a look together. But there are some dry statistics. It is absolutely tiny. Its length, if along the highway along the sea, is only 2.5 kilometers, and if from the sea towards the mountains it is only 6 kilometers. So how much does that make? Calculate everything in your head. Well, it's about 15 square kilometers. I want to immediately mention that all the districts to the west of Alanya are separated from the sea by the large federal highway D400. So you will need to cross the road via a pedestrian crossing to get to the sea. But I don't think that's a problem. The beaches here deserve attention. The beaches here are great. But more on that later. Now let's take a walk through this small district and see what it has to offer. Let's go, friends. Look, while strolling through the very few streets, we found this kind of low-rise development, such private villas. I think this one is even a duplex for 2 owners. And look, right in the center of this district, people have set up a small garden next to their villa. Oh, how beautiful. If I had some land, I would have done just as much. And here we are walking through this district along all the little streets. What immediately stands out? It is a completely resort-like, very quiet district, a small, completely low-rise development. By the way, I was surprised. Look at these modern, luxurious villas. There's a whole block, a whole street of these villas. Well, it's quite pleasant. But from what I was able to gather from the internet, the district is very promising. Now I will tell you, so 2 million Turkish lira have been allocated here for the development of infrastructure alone, specifically beach infrastructure. Now we will go there and see where all this is planned to be done. There are plans to build a brand new, very large hospital, or rather hospitals, I would even say. In the district, there is, of course, one school for the population that lives here permanently. There are all the well-known chain supermarkets. And what else is interesting about the area? One of my friends who has been living here for many, many years says this. Right now, Payallar is somewhat like Salar was 5 years ago. In Turkey, everything is built very quickly. If residential buildings are being constructed, there will definitely be a development of infrastructure. Here, everything is somehow interconnected. So in 5 years, a lot of changes will probably happen here because there is a lot of construction going on in Payallar right now. Now maybe we will see some construction. Let's take a look. A lot of housing is being built. Well, now let's go to the neighboring street and see what's there. By the way, friends, if you take public transportation from the center of Alanya, it is 16.5 kilometers, which is not problematic at all. Just like all the neighboring districts, everything is well connected to the center by bus service. In the season, they say it runs every 5 minutes, but now it's winter, so it's less frequent, maybe every 15 or 20 minutes. It is 109 kilometers to Antalya Airport and about 60 kilometers to Gazi Pasha Airport. Well, overall, this is an ordinary district. So, well, we already see chain stores. BIM. I think naturally there is minimal infrastructure in this area, but the infrastructure that we are used to in Alanya and the nearby districts is absent here. This needs to be said directly and honestly. Oh, by the way, there is no mobile market here, which we have in other districts. In general, all the improved and good infrastructure is in the neighboring Konakli, and all the residents go to the Konakli district for anything serious.
In our episodes, we cover everything about life in Turkey and traveling across the country, where it is warm almost year-round. Tall palm trees, fresh farm fruits and vegetables all year-round. If you decide to choose a place to live here, our company, Prime Invest, will be happy to help you find the best option where you will be happy to live. We are also developers and build beautiful villas with sea and mountain views. All contact details are in the description.
I want to draw your attention to the fact that we specifically stopped here. Right in the center of the district, there are some small workshops and little factories. This behind me is a factory, well, a mini factory for the production of olives, well, for canning olives. And moreover, there are greenhouses right among the residential buildings, not banana ones, but with some kind of vegetables. Here, it seems this is kind of the norm. You live here, and on one side, a modern house is being built, while on the other side, there are still greenhouses. Friends, look, we have moved a little further from the sea, deeper into the district. And what do we see? Oh, there's a huge construction area on the left. Right now, currently a massive area. Wow, the district is developing. It's even unexpected. I didn't expect to see this. I thought everything here would be much more modest. When I was preparing, I searched the internet for information about this district. What schools are there? What else? Infrastructure. And I only came across videos from developers. I thought, my goodness, where is all this being built? Well, as you can see, look at all the new construction. Definitely. There are already built houses, and there are houses that are only at the initial stage. Well, overall, yes, that's correct. It is rightly said that this district apparently has great potential, but for now, it is just potential. For now, it is quiet with limited infrastructure. But at least it is quiet, so to speak. This is a big plus for someone. Many people are already saying that in Mahmudsvari, for example, it is becoming simply unbearably noisy. The district is already overpopulated. We found a wonderful spot, climbed a bit higher, and now we have a complete panorama. And here you go. The entire Payallar is right in front of us, with the sea ahead. By the way, since the city is far from the sea, there are also plans to eventually build golf courses here, along with the corresponding infrastructure for these golf courses. Well, look, behind me is everything you need for life. A veterinary clinic, a pharmacy, and a little to the left, a car rental. Well, in general, there is something, but in quite a small amount. Here we are, the school. It's a general education one, classic, right? Indeed, it is always a fenced area, and there is always a sports ground. By the way, this school, I think, even has 2 buildings, probably designed for a large number of students. And also here, well, we probably won't go, there is a lyceum. So friends, here we are, you could say, indeed at the very beginning of this very significant and huge project for which 2 million Turkish lira have been allocated by the Alanya municipality. So it all looks unattractive as it is still in progress, but the idea is grand. 4 kilometers of bike path with 2-way traffic, a long pedestrian zone, a basketball court, beach volleyball, and a huge procession. As you can see behind me, I can't even see the end of it. Maybe we'll drive there by car now, to those gazebos for relaxation. Bicycle parking at 20 locations for a total of 100 bicycles and car parking for 105 cars. I got all this official information from the internet, but I want to say, in my opinion, the magnificent beach has suffered. Generally, this beach is considered very good. It is mixed. There are sections of purely sandy beach, some with pebbles and sand, and some with fine pebbles. There are no slabs at all, and it was very wide. Naturally, they took a little bit of it for this terrible construction, the construction of the century. It has become a bit narrower. Well, okay, it's all a joke. I think it's all for the better. Right now it looks ugly, but they will probably put everything in order once they finish. And the local residents from all the surrounding and neighboring district can, in principle, also come here and have a wonderful time. I think we will now walk a little in that direction and see what has already been done there. Look, we have moved to another point of this construction. At this moment, a truly multi-kilometer construction site. Here, there is already a more developed area. Look, here are the promised outdoor exercise equipment. Now we'll show you there's a children's playground over there, A cafe is being built in such a unified style. We've already seen a few. Naturally, there will be public restrooms here as well. Listen, honestly, the place promises to be great, a multi-kilometer recreation area. Well done. They are trying, I think. Well, I guess I'll say goodbye to you now, because there's nothing more to tell about this area. About Payallar. To sum up, for now, it is a small, I would say, village, with hints that it is gradually becoming a town. But it is promising, and with a good walking area in the future, and with a beach. So take note. And for today, I say goodbye to you. See you soon. And you will see the next area very soon. Bye-bye.
Nastya, don't!